Hello, everyone. Just gonna make sure we're live here. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right. Hey, how are you? It's Rob, No Days Off Sachetto, coming to you from the studio, where it is once again time to do a live drawing, zombie like. The zombie version of Spider-Man, and here I am working on it. I took a classic pose, or one of the more classic poses, and changed it up a wee bit here and there. But yeah, I'm not good. I'm not good at doing superheroes, man. I think that's why I never did comics, because I don't think I'm good at doing superheroes. I think I side with John Buscema, or at least his philosophy on superheroes, man. Yeah, I think I get what he's talking about. If it is true that he didn't like doing superheroes, I don't like doing superheroes. I always forget their costumes. Like, their costumes always elude me, and like, sometimes I'll look at the wall and be like, oh, can I pick up how a costume looks, and it's like shrouded in darkness, so you can't tell there's anything there. So anyway, yeah, it's hard for me to remember costumes, and I know Spider-Man's is pretty. I think I've got that one like in my memory banks. I don't think I need reference, but yeah, I would always want it. But for most costumes, man, I don't know. I can't remember what they look like. If somebody said draw the Vision, I'd draw him, and I would do the closest to what I think he looks like, and maybe I'd be right. I'd probably go with the George Perez era for that, for characters like that, man, like Wonder Man. He did the best. He did the best Wonder Man, man. Yeah. Perez. Yeah, he was great. Oh, my goodness, he was great. New Teen Titans, I think, is one of the most underrated series of all time. That is not... I don't think that's, talked about enough, man. That was a run much like Byrne and Claremont and Terry Austin on Uncanny X-Men. As far as I'm concerned, man. Yep. I think it's right up there. Same type of vibe. Yeah. Gritty, but still like the artwork for both is just brilliant, right? What am I looking for? I'm just talking. Get to work, fool. Work fast, boy. Yeah, I gotta get to the next stage. We're doing Spider-Man from No Way Back. My working title for this zombie drawing, because after you've got the virus, there's no way back. There's no cure. There's no cure for being a zombie, man. Your flesh has already started to decay. You've started to break down. There's no this ain't that Spock planet, man. Yeah, it's not. It ain't like that. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Pencil, Hansel. But yeah, Spider-Man, Zombie Man, and took him a long time to do Marvel Zombies. When you think about it. That was even a phrase used to describe people who bought anything Marvel Comics at the time too. That came out in that Marvel Zombies phrase came out in the 70s, I think. Yeah, So it took them a while to capitalize on the fact that they could turn their characters into zombies. Because that was fairly recent. I think even in the 2000s. If I'm not mistaken. When was Fantastic Four, Ultimate Fantastic Four 21 or something? Was that that was firmly in the 2000s, I think. And that was their first appearance. They had a magazine called Zombie with a zombie in it, but magazine size things didn't count, right? Because they didn't fall under the comics code. So they got away with the zombie thing in magazine size. You know, historian Sachetto here, man. Yeah, yeah. No, it's true. It's true. You know, but you know, as far as Marvel's and that franchise, that idea has carried them big time, man. Like that super renewed interest in the brand. You know, so yeah. Hey Rob, nice seeing you. Hey, how's it going, man? Uh, what's that handle? Christenic 1496. I'm gonna never use. I can't use that. I can't say it. I can't pronounce it well enough. Hey man, nice seeing you too. Thanks for stopping in, man. It's awesome to have you. Awesome to have you, man. Six Shop, what up? That's nuts. Yes, Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man, man. Some of my favorite Spider-Man artists, I think, John Byrne would have to be in there too. Who's the one dude in the '70s that I always want to see Jim Aparo, but that was Batman. He worked for DC. Oh my goodness, he did the classic. I believe he did the classic 129 cover. Ross Andrew, another dude who's criminally criminally overlooked. Yeah, as an artist, I think should be a lot more focus on him. It's like Trimp too, you know. You think all these kind of guys are the same, and then when you really look at their work, it's like, yeah, they've definitely been, taught the Marvel way to do the sort of Kirby type deal, and they definitely do. There's definitely that element to their work, especially Trimp, but especially Trimp. Yeah, Trimp. I loved his Hulk. His Bronze Age Hulk with John and Marie Severin inking, man. Oh my goodness, those I salivate over immediately, man. Yes, I love that. That's my jam, man. 20 cent, 15, 20, 12, 15, 20 cent Marvel, man. I don't care what it is. Love comics. You name it, man. I'm digging it. Yeah, DC too, man. Like I just love that era. Yeah, I love that. My license plate is TJ. That's so funny. That's part of it anyway. Hilarious, darling. There. Yeah. Taking a sort of a Frank Quitely approach to doing this Spider-Man. Yeah. Should that be? Yeah, I think that should be cut in a bit. Yeah. Okay. You dig? that zombie short is wicked. The pants one, yeah, man. Oh my god. You know what? Every time I see that, every time I watch it, I laugh my head off. And I know it's me. I don't know. Maybe that's cheesy, but every time I see it, I laugh my head off at it. I just I find it so funny. I don't know. Spider-Man is my favorite Marvel character in terms of lore, villains. It's nice. It's like nice teen Batman. Yeah, you get the animated series too. Yeah, I agree. What they created with Spider-Man kind of is like an eternal thing. You know, it's a recurring thing, and it speaks to every generation type of thing. So, yeah, man, I love that the lore too. You know, and the villains. You know, the coterie of villains he has. Yeah, man. Like most of them are animal derived. You know, and then you've got Craven, which is the hunter. So he's the alpha. Like, dude. Man, so a rich tapestry. But man, those early Ramita and Ditko too. I wasn't as much a fan of Ditko as I was Ramita. But I respect for sure Ditko. Ditko really turned on the teen aspect, like the young school guy aspect, like the nerdy aspect of him. Yeah, he looked like a real weakling type of thing, Peter Parker. But meanwhile, yeah, he's got these crazy superpowers, man. Yeah. No, so and they're swiftly reaching the 1,000th. That's right, 1,000th issue of Amazing Spider-Man, and I aim to get all of them. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like they're almost at 1,000, and they're like, I think there's like 3 a month now. They're trying to really get there, man. There's like 2 a month, 3 a month, 3 issues a month. Yeah, man, it's like bi-weekly almost. So, yeah, they're really pumping it out. There's this new Death Spiral storyline and all this stuff. Yeah. Anywho, still reading them, man. Still reading them. I'm intrigued. So there we go. I think that's pretty good. Pretty good. In terms of where I need to go with the inking and the color and stuff. The webbing is gonna have like sort of spikes in it, like barbed wire. Yeah, and if you get hit by it, you turn zombie. No, I don't know. Who knows? His barbed. Because they're organic, right? In this one, in this guy, in this particular Spider-Man, this zombie Spider-Man. Yeah. Chris Tenick, 1496. Yeah, okay. I thought there was an easy way to say it. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good to go. I like the with the webs. I'm going to. There'll be a time when I'm sure use this whiteout and go like, add some highlights and sort of, show where things are better. But but a lot of it's going to be sort of drawn, you know, like I'm doing right now. You know. So yeah, there will be a point where it's going to be kind of just darker and yeah. But we'll get to that. Like I could even, what I could even do is this. Yeah, and then add some, you know, yeah. Roundening design. Yeah. And we can add to that later. You know. Yeah. That'll kind of leave for now, but I think everything's a go for the initial wash of this one. Spider-Man one. Like I said, man, I don't think I'm really good at doing superheroes. I tried out for Marvel once. Yeah, and I just botched it, man. I was like, nah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't do this. Like I can't. I don't want to dislike what I do for a living, and I didn't feel like working for someone at the time. You know, even if it was Marvel. Yeah. But there was that, yeah. There was that one time. There. And you know what? It kind of does have I think like a. Well, you know what? I'm gonna put that anyway. Just like as an ant, it looks like an almost ant head, but it's definitely spider. Yeah. Sure. There we go. Maybe that looks too much like an earwig, man. Yeah, I think it looks too much like an earwig. Earwig. Yeah, this is where it's at. Yeah, that's it. See, that's what I mean, man. Like, I don't know if superheroes are my bag. You know, again, don't get me wrong. I'd love to be able to. You know what? Maybe I just have a style that doesn't super mesh with with superheroes. I guess. You know. I don't know. But that's as close as you're gonna get to like my best Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Yeah. I can't think of me doing a better Spider-Man than this ever in my lifetime. It's true. I was like, I gotta do Spider-Man, man. I gotta do it, you know. And I know I'm not good at it. I know I'm not a good comic book, or rather superhero guy, you know. But then yeah, like it's one of those things. I'm more maybe of an indie artist kind of guy, you know. I don't know. You know, I just love it that people like my stuff, man. I just love that. You know, so that's why I'm kind of doing it. You know. Yeah, I think that's great. I think that's good. I think that's really good. That's kind of like a Greg Capullo-ish, I think, or maybe even a Mike Zeck-ish zombie face in Spider-Man in Spider-Man costume, you know. Yeah. It's funny you did that Spider-Man voice because I like how all of his bad guys had the Dick Tracy gangster voices. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're gonna do what I say, see? Yeah, yeah. But you know what? I love the music. I love the music. I was just listening to that stuff today. The music from the '70s cartoon, man. That is jazzy stuff, man. I love that. I love that stuff. It's great to work to. It's great to work to. You know. Da, 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 da. Woo, woo. You know, it's like it's great, man. Yeah, that is some good. That is some good vibing stuff, man. Like, oh my goodness. Yeah. All right. That's enough. Thank goodness I premeditated my gray. I premixed. I premixed. I premixed the gray. Bring out the gray. Take out the gray. Oh, oh no. No. What? How dare yous, guys? That is great. Great, great, great work. Yeah, this is the this will be the final probably Spider-Man zombie I ever do. So, feast your eyes. Yeah, how about that? That's great. I like that. Right through the hand. There. Fix that up. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, I've seen worse, man. I've seen worse. I've seen worse. I think even really poor artists can pull off Spider-Man. I find, yeah, or artists I'm not really fond of. You know, like Ron Lim. I always despised it, like his art, and I was always like, if he would just change these couple of things, it would be good or passable. You know, possible. Like, you know what? Don't get me wrong. He's an absolutely adequate comic book artist, but like sometimes you could tell the deadline has long passed. You know, on some of the books he did, by the looks of it. But again, in his defense, I'm sure they would hire him because of that. Because there was nobody to do to finish a book in that amount of time, so he could do it maybe. You know. Yeah, things have reasons. I get it, but yeah, I was never like it didn't matter. Doesn't matter. Like Ron, his work at his best, I didn't like. You know, and Mark Bagley at first too, but then I learned to respect that guy immensely because man, that dude is consistent, and that's a great thing. Like he's I think above just adequate. He's and he can bring it, man. I think when he has the time and or when he's allowed or whatever the case is, I think he can really do a lot better than his regular deadline stuff. By the looks of it, you know. But yeah, Spider-Man artist, man. There's another Mark Bagley. He did Spider-Man shortly after Larson left and after McFarlane ended his run. Here I go ragging on McFarlane again. Oh no. What are you gonna do? Nah, I'm just kidding. Nah, I totally get it, man. I totally get why people, like his work. I do. I did. Yeah, there we go. That's some Spideying. It's turning out really nice. You excited for the new Spider-Man movie? You know what? It's funny that you mentioned that because I'm like, what's the name of that Spider-Man? The new Spider-Man movie. I've seen the trailer. Like, it looks like a pretty intriguing trailer. I want to see it. I love Spider-Man movies, man. I don't care who's doing Spider-Man, man. Like, yeah, they can get they can get Danny DeVito to be Spider-Man. I'd watch it, But yeah, trailer looks great. Yeah, of course I want to see it for sure. I'm digging all those Spider-Man movies. Andrew Garfield, man, I liked him too. I like that guy. I think he's great. A movie that if you haven't seen, you got to see, Under a Silver Lake, man, with Andrew Garfield. That movie blew my mind. That is an amazing, amazing movie, man. So yeah, seek that out and watch it. It is utterly fantastic. But yeah, for as Spider-Man movies go, I thought they were all good. I enjoyed all of them, man. Just like the Hulk ones, they were all different and that and the only one that wasn't connected to the MCU proper was the Ang Lee one, which I love that one too. I really love that one. I thought that was great. I think that's good enough. I think that's good for the gray. So that's good. I'm going to let that dry. And then, I always have stuff close by. Is he in the car? No, man, he's close by. I always have stuff close by that I can work on. These guys are almost done. These are from the Heads of the Living Dead series. Of which there are almost 1,600 of in this series alone. Yeah, which is... would a sane man do that? Would he? Would him? Yeah, so working on those too while things dry. And there's a number of other things going on over there too. Yeah, I must have some more coffee first though. Yeah, so if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Check out Zombie Daily for just that. Every day I write the book. Yeah, you can be sure of a few things in life. Zombie Daily will always deliver a new zombie drawing every single day, forever. Yeah, so check that out. It's just a natural wonder at this point. Like, what is he gonna zombify next? It like it's like when you go to like those parks that have those geysers and you're like, wait, but this is every day, man. So yes, it is quite insane. But that's how we like it. That's how we like it. Never gonna stop. Yeah. And so forth. But yeah, please check it out. Zombie Daily, man, a natural wonder, and not the ones you're thinking of. Zombie kind. So there, I put a little bit of highlight on there. Few little drooling bits in there. Maybe some bone fragments. You know, showing that. Yeah. Yeah. So I am excited to see the new Spider-Man movie, man. You know, and all the new Marvel things look pretty interesting. Unlike the other things that they put out, kind of recently, just wasn't into, man. Just wasn't into. You know, not a lot of stuff, not a lot of things, good things. You know, that Werewolf by Night thing was kind of interesting, but it felt like it wasn't going anywhere. Unless it has, and I don't know. Like if Swamp Thing or Man Thing rather, Swamp Thing, yeah. If Man Thing showed up anywhere else, or if any of those other characters showed up anywhere else, I don't know. So, yeah, I kind of tuned out. I don't know. You know, I think a lot of my thing is, you know, be faithful to the source material. And I think that goes for everybody almost. You know, so when you mess with that, it's just it's not getting what you enjoyed your whole life, you know? Like the eagerness to see that is diminished because of that, right? I mean, it's just a natural reaction to a thing, to a thing. Like when they changed Godzilla, and I cried, man. I cried. Yeah, I did in the theater, man. I cried. Yeah. Yeah, legit. Yeah. 89, 1989. 89. Yeah. There. Yeah. So I really dig these sort of skull warrior guys. I've got a ton of black and white skull warrior guys and like full body ones too. That I really think that the D&D crowd would kind of dig. So I usually tag them with Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that because. Yeah, man, I really loved it, and that's kind of in the same, obviously, you know, genre, I guess, you know. So that kind of art too, you know, the way that kind of art is done. I love those like books that have all the illustrations in them, man. Yeah, those D&D books. I think I might even. Wonder if I have any of those. Huh? Yeah. I should check. Yeah. Because I think I have a couple of anime ones that have like character designs and things like that. Those are cool, man. Like, you know, I wish I had another wing to my home so I could put a library in there, man. Because I love books and having that kind of reference like that, you know. So yeah, that'd be great, man. That'd be awesome. Imagine. Yeah. So there, yeah, we've got some Heads of the Living Dead action in between doing the Spider-Man thing. So, let's see if that's ready to go. Yeah, maybe. Oh, I think I hit the mic there. I hit mic there. What shall I do first? First of these. Never seen it. Oh, I don't know. I can't remember what we were talking about now. Excuse me. I think on the TV shows they have those other characters have come on. Oh, damn it. I don't know what we were talking about now. I've moved on. Yeah, like seconds later, I've already forgotten. That's why I always have the chat on. Yeah. Always have the chat on. Always. Douche. Okay. I have to figure out a skin tone. Skin tone. Skin tone. Hello. Yes, I'm Alfred E. Pennyfeather Skin Tone. Feather bottom. I think this might work. Do I have a place? Do I have a place to play? There. That might work. A little bit more. I'm mixing a color here. I'm mixing a color here. Shut up. There. I think that's good. Yeah, it's kind of gray, a gray fleshy color, which is great, you know. Spoiled meat, you know. Yeah, they rarely take into consideration the smell of a zombie apocalypse. Like you could probably smell a herd of zombies coming like from miles away, you know, because of especially like, you know, when you'd watch Walking Dead. You know, that's filmed in Atlanta for the, I think the most part was, and it's sweltering hot, you know. So of course, like the zombies are gonna break down faster and rot, and the stench would be like almost, you know, hazardous, you know, to a point, right? Because bacteria, like, you know, and just like the diseased flesh, you know, that these flies are consuming or the maggots are consuming and all that stuff, and you know, who knows what that's carrying, man. So yeah, that would be quite a game changer if used in you know, zombie lore like that. You know, I don't think. Not that I think they should do that, but you know, because yeah, you want to be able to be fighting for something, right? So it's like things are that hopeless. Even if we live, we die. Yeah. Next, click. Yeah, it's the struggle. It's the struggle of the humans. It's the human struggle. are the monsters here. We are the Walking Dead. Yeah. Uh, okay. Just checking. Always have that chat on. Okay, I think that's a good base for the skin tone or the flesh tone or whatever is hanging on to him still. Yeah, I like how I simplified that. That is much better. Yeah, I'm not like I said, man. I'm not the best superhero artist guy in the world. When I do comics, it's a totally different thing. It's not superhero comics. Not yet, anyway. But I got something. I got something I want to do. You fool! I've got something I want to do. What should I do first? Should I do the blue? Should I do the blue? The bleu? Or should I do the... Wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. If his arm is like this, it's the top, right? It's the top that has the webbing stuff. Yeah, it'll be the top. Oh, well, you know what? I think I kind of did that. Yeah, and the bottom is blue. Or blue. So, why do I not then do the blue? I'll do the blue first. And again, like it doesn't have to be, because again, there will be a lot of black coverage in there. You know, there'll be a lot of coverage in black there with the black spotting. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna go right up in there. Okay, some of that. I'll maybe use gray in there for that because that's the inside of his. Just want to be sensitive. I just want to be sensitive with. You know what? It's true. You know, I kind of want to show that the fabric is a different color inside, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's a detail that, you know, is worthy, right? I guess. I think. Yeah. And adding some more. Whoops. Oh no, that's okay. That's okay. Is that right? Wait. No, that's right. That's right. Okay, fuchsia. Yeah. Going over a line like that is not great. Oh, shit balls. Oh, sorry. There we go. Okay, I did go over the line there. This goes like this. Yeah, see, guys, that's the thing. I'm not great at doing the superhero costumes, man. You know? Yeah. Yeah, that does go like that. Yeah. Yeah. You see, I told you. Just. Look at me now. The same with these rips. Like I want to kind of make them a different color inside, like a slightly different, you know, a lighter blue maybe. Yeah. There we go. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. No, that's pretty good. No, that's pretty good. Yeah, this is the ugliest stage that it's gonna be in. You know, this is what I call the ugly stage. It's true, I do. Like it's the stage that it's like there's zero definition and all that stuff. So, and then like the even the paint looks, even the wash looks kind of like drab and all of that. So, yeah. And that's that's why I do the inking too, because it really pops when you do the inking on top of the watercolor. You know. Yeah. Yeah. There. I think that's good. I think that'll look cool. Yeah, I think that'll look cool when it's yeah, man. Yeah, I think it will. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. Let that dry. That shouldn't take long. Then we're gonna get back to it. Here's this. Heads of the Living Dead. 1600 and counting in this series. Almost 1600. I think like 1530 or 40, something like that. So yeah, almost. Took a year break from doing any work on this series. I was getting kind of tired of it. And, didn't have any good ideas. Didn't have any new ideas or anything like that. And I was burning out on them. And I was just like, okay, that's enough. So yeah, I took a year off from doing anything on this series. And some series I don't think I get back to. And then I forget about it, and then I'm like, oh, maybe I should add something to this series. I'll find it and, add to it and revive it, So, yeah, it's fun. It's fun to do. And then I love getting requests from folks who subscribe, too. So when you subscribe to the channel, so this is done. You know what, I'm going to sign my name to that. Sign my name to that. Rob Sachetto. 2026. Rob Sachetto 2026. And don't forget, Rob Sachetto 2026. Yeah, there we go. Some new Heads of the Living Dead. Yeah, another. I'm really starting to dig this this sort of sub-series in the Heads of the Living Dead. They're like, more sort of warrior, skull warrior type, heads with helmets. Yeah, man, I just digging them. I'm really digging them. I think I even made a shirt of one, just called Berserk, because it was like a crazy, big horned one design, and I thought that would make a cool shirt, man. So the next time I buy shirts, you'll probably see me wearing that shirt. That berserk shirt. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. What's going on? This head series is dope too. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. Like I said, there's certainly a lot of them. I would imagine they would make an unbelievable art installation in a gallery. Like you could probably fill a gallery with these. You know. Um, yeah, there's a lot, man. There's a lot in my files. Who's been going through my files? Yeah, I got a lot in my files, and man, like there's stacks, man, stacks of them. You know, yeah. So I started. I think I started them like back in 2008 or nine. Yeah. So, and they were my go-to. They were my kind of like, oh, I want to do more. I want to do a few color things. So the heads were the excuse to do that, and then the zombie pinup divas were an excuse to do black and white and life drawing. You know, so yeah, I've got working on those too. Working on those too. Got those going. You know, those going also, right? Yeah, another one. Another one. Oh yeah, and then there's these things. These guys. This is crazy, man. I'll show you some of the new stuff. Oh yeah, J.R. Martin. Yeah. And then like this new series that I just started the other night, I'm like, oh man, that sketch series coupled with the color, using this dollar store watercolor paper, you can almost do anything on there, and the surface is always going to hold, and it's never going to smudge. So these are great. Like there's another one. I love the color, like blast of that. Like that looks sort of like The Fly almost, or like, yeah, I love it. And then this dude, man, yeah, you know. And then this guy, like doing a character design for an upcoming project. Yeah. And then this dude, man, Dennis the Atrocity. So there's a little gallery right there. You get a sneak peek of stuff that going to be putting on Zombie Daily soon. So doing those were a lot of fun, man. Those were a lot of fun, and this is sort of a Joker kind of one that I'm doing there too. Anywho, yeah, a lot of fun, a lot of things going on, in the studio. Lots of things going on in the studio all the time, man. When I said I'm Rob, No Days Off Sachetto, I meant it. It's true. So there we go with these guys. I think these guys are good to go. So they'll be added. Gonna scan them, and now we should be able to get with the red in there. I'm gonna put some. You know what I'm gonna do? Foist. I'm gonna get those teeth nice and unwhitened. Yeah, there we go. Some pale yellow, maybe yellower. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this gray, take it off of my heart, take this gray, and then there. That'll be the inside cloth inside the costume color. Yeah. Sort of that grayish. And you know what? It's great. Goes great with the with the blue there, which will be heavily influenced with black ink. Black ink. Yeah. Yeah, man. Zombie Spider-Man. It's true. It's true, man. It's true. Kurt Angle, man, one of the best wrestlers of all time, man. I'm a wrestling fan. I love the. I don't watch it tons. I follow it kind of. I used to watch it a lot back in the TNA heyday. Even when Hogan and Bischoff and everybody were there, and then after, of course, too, But some of that stuff was pretty good stuff, man. When I first saw Kurt Angle, I'll never forget it. I was at my in-laws' house, and my father-in-law had at the time had the TV on what I guess is Impact Channel, or not the Impact Channel. Oh, Spike. It was on. They were on Spike. So I guess it was on that. It just happened to be on that channel, and I just see Kurt Angle fighting with this giant. Well, it was Abyss, and I'm like, wow, this looks so weird. It's not WWE. It's Kurt Angle somewhere else. Like, what's going on, man? Like, where am I? What year is it? I thought I was in a parallel dimension, man. I was like, what's Kurt Angle doing fighting this guy? Whoever this guy is. Like, what wrestling league is this? And I was just flabbergasted. And then, I started getting into bloody TNA, man. I loved it way more than WWE at the time, too. And my friends and I would watch, like, we'd get together and watch the TNA on Wednesdays, I guess, or whatever, maybe Thursdays. I can't remember. I thought it was Wednesdays, maybe Wednesdays. But yeah, man, we would get together and watch that and laugh our heads off, man. Like, yeah, there was some. That was a great time. That was a great time in history, in my history. Watching wrestling with pals, man. Yeah. Good times. But yeah, man, I've always been into it, even before then, and because there's nothing like it, right? Like, there's nothing like that. It's crazy, it's crazy, and what's not to like, man? It's so entertaining, when it works. It's so entertaining, and like I said, there's nothing like that. It's like comic books. There's nothing like comic books. You can't compare it to anything else. So yeah, I love things like that. Things that maybe people don't give enough respect to, type of thing, but definitely deserve it. And for the work that goes into that kind of entertainment, man. So yeah. Yeah, it's interesting to think about. But yeah, doing some zombie Spider-Man, man. Yeah. No way back. There's no cure. There's no cure for the zombie virus. Once you've got it, it's too late, man. Spidey. Spidey here. Poor Spidey, man. Oh, that's awful. Can you imagine? Spider-Man is like... Spider-Man the Thing, man. Those dudes, like, were always those... I'm fighting until my last breath, man. It was great. WCW Nitro versus Raw. Yeah, absolutely. And even when I ended up working in a store of ill repute, I had buddies come in and other dudes who worked there bring in like the tapes of last week's or this week's Raw and then SmackDown next week and then Raw, or sometimes they bring both episodes. Sometimes the dude will bring both episodes in on one tape type of thing, and we just watch. We'd sit there and watch that, man. Raw and SmackDown. Yeah, that's I really enjoyed that, man. That era too. It was memorable. It wasn't the Attitude Era or anything like that. It was kind of more that Brock Lesnar beating the crap out of that disabled kid. I can't remember his name now. He was great, man, too. But anyway, yeah, that kind of storyline stuff happening, yeah, I think Foley was in there too, and yeah, there was, that was a great era to me too, for me too, yeah. Enjoyed. I think that's good. Maybe a wee brighter in areas. Or more vibrant, rather. Hotter. Okay, and then we've got tongue. There. All right. Yeah, that's great. Good. Good. And maybe some blood on his hands. No, not Spidey. It's true. He's a zombie now, and really we can't do anything about it. We're doing all we can. We can't do nothing about it. Couldn't do nothing about it. But I think in Marvel Zombies, wasn't he the first zombie? I can't remember now. It's been a long time, man, since that. Yeah. Yeah, I bought that, like, off the rack, so to speak. Like, I think that was in my pull list even, way back then. We were totally spoiled, but yeah. No, it's true. Yeah, I just want to make sure that these wounds. Where else? You know what? Okay, I'm just gonna do this and kind of leave it open for a chest shot or something. Yeah, like he got shot in the chest or something like that. Yeah. There. Okay, good. Now, well, maybe not right now, but no. Actually, yeah, I can. I think I can start inking. I just have to find that pen. Is this it? Nope, probably not. Nope. Nope. What about these? Nope. What about this 5? Nope. Oh, come on. Okay, what about this 8? Number 8. No. Well, it's definitely not new. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to. Yeah, it's true. I don't want to risk it. Wow. See. Yeah, that don't even. That won't even. Gotta hold it probably at a certain angle for it to work. But man, that's pretty much toast too. Come on, guys. What about this 5? Come on. What? You got. Okay, what about this 5? Oh, yes. Binjo. Oh, that's wonderful. I want to thank the Academy. But where's that 8? Is that the 8 there? No, it's a 2. Okay. It's a lousy 2. No, just kidding. I joke. I joke because I love. I joke because I love. But firstly, I just want to do his like hair, but I would settle for marker. Yeah, marker. What is this? Light brown. Wow. I think it's dark, but yeah, that's okay. I was counting on that actually. Wanting it. Needing it. There. So yeah, that's his hair. Okay. Oh yeah, now for the okay, you know what I think the 5 here is good. Yeah, I bet you like there's I should really be using something else for that. Because I don't want it to look necessarily like it was drawn. It needs to be like, brushed in. I hope this is it the good brush? It's the new brush? Yeah, I think so. There. And then, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like that, man. I like that. It's got that simplicity. It's got that certain thickness. It's got that certain thickness. Looks awesome, bro. I'm out for the night. Thank you for stopping by Six Shop, man. Guys, check out Six Shop. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say for now. Check out Six Shop. Thanks, Six Shop, for stopping by. Really, really appreciate it, man. Really means a lot. And have an awesome evening. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you to everyone who's stopped by tonight to watch me draw Zombie Spider-Man. It's been awesome. And thank you for joining me. I am Rob Cicchetto. We're drawing Zombie Spider-Man in the studio, live. I have drawn more zombies than anyone else on planet Earth. And why I'm doing one right now. And I'm doing a ton more every day. Doing a bunch of cons coming up for this con season, and we'll be drawing non-stop at those cons too. Well, I'll stop and say hello to anyone who would like to stop by and say hello, of course. But yeah, I'll be doing YetiCon if you guys want to come check me out there. Be doing 2 in the Sioux. The last, I think, I can't remember now if they landed on NerdCon or I think it is Steel City NerdCon. But yeah, doing that, and I think UltraCon there as well. So yeah, looking forward to doing a new one, a new organizer, fresh start. Love that. So UltraCon, they will also be in Sudbury, and I'll be doing one in Sudbury as well with UltraCon, which is very exciting. The SickCon, of course, can't wait for that. That is always a fantastic time. So many guests, so many people attending. Such a wonderful event for this city, man. For this city. So, folks from around the north should come to that. Check out the guest list. Yeah. Oh, that's so good. Yum, yum, yum. Achoo! 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 Whoa. Wow, that came as quite a surprise. Get him. Get him. Wowee. Whew. All right. Let's get started with some nice inking of The Amazing Spider-Man No Way Back. Yeah, once you get the zombie virus, it's too late, Spider-Man. I found the Marvel Zombies actual comics kind of hit and miss. There were some good ones and some very bad ones. Yeah. Like really bad ones. But, anywho. They're fun. You know what? I think if you think of them outside of, and they are like not this, like they're not obviously the 616 universe. Until recently in Avengers, something happened. Like they didn't come to Earth, or maybe they didn't even come to Earth. I can't remember now. But yeah, they showed up. I think there was some like Marvel zombie stuff happening in the Avengers as of late, like before the last series ended a couple of months ago or a month ago. Yeah, so I guess Avengers is going to come back at number 1 again soon in the summer, I'm guessing. I like Avengers, man. They've had some really good artists on there recently, man. Like, really good. I wish I could remember their names. Oh, man. Yeah, they're really, really good. I think they're like they're East Indian sounding names. I just can't remember what they are. Oh boy, Summit Kumar Summit. Kumar Summit, I think, was a recent artist on Avengers, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, like his work is amazing. It reminds me of Angel Medina, who I also loved. I love that guy's work. Yeah, he's like a hyper detailed Bart Sears. Listening to all these names of artists that yeah, man, you got to check out. They're all great artists, man. Yeah. And yeah, I am kind of taking a Frank Quitely approach to this, making it sort of seem um, like having the lines almost not um, definite. Like putting little marks in where the lines are in some cases. Anyway, yeah, it's a little stylistic sort of thing, you know. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's very Marvel Comics y, you know, with the handcuff. Yeah, like that's very Bruce Timm kind of, you know, by way of Kirby. Yeah, but he'd be using a brush. I'm using a pen. He'd be using a brush for sure. Yeah, and you get to show that foreshortening. I guess that's kind of good for what the webs can do. They can help you show the foreshortening a little better. I guess. Yeah. They can sell it a little better, I guess. I'm sure that's come in handy a few times for artists doing Spider-Man. Yeah, I like that. His costume is shredded over his eye like that. And it's stretching that eye part, you know, staying on his head. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. I don't know. I think that's kind of different. Difference. Yeah, the way it sort of goes across his face like that. I kind of like that. Weird asymmetry. Yeah. I don't know if the mic's picking it up, but my sump pump is going like crazy because everything's melting. Yeah, and it's like raining now, and yeah, woo, springtime. But at what cost? Yeah, I still got giant mountains of snow in front of my in my driveway, man. Yeah, it's gonna take a while for that stuff to eventually melt. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. Yeah. this will probably be the only time I ever do Spider-Man again. I'm thinking I can't see how I would, unless somebody goes, hey, could you do me a custom of Spider-Man as a zombie? Then I'll do it. But I think this is gonna be the only other time I ever do Spider-Man. Otherwise, yeah, yeah. So. There. Bitey. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, man. I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. It turned out pretty good. You know what? For this I actually took the time to sketch first. I had to do it in pieces because I wanted it to fit the page. Anyway, yeah, here. This is what I sketched. I think off of the computer screen. This is what I sort of like. I had it on the screen, and I sort of just eyeballed the pose. And this hand was obviously different. I think it was a fist. I can't remember what this hand was. I don't know if he was. Maybe he was doing this. I can't remember. I can't remember what he was doing, but with this hand. But yeah, I changed that. What else? Well, the face. Oh, you know what? I think even the way his head was tilted, and the arm, the whole arm too, because you couldn't even see the. Yeah, that's right. The hand was really in front of the arm, so I created that whole arm too, and the hand. Yeah, yeah, that's right. That's right. From the reference, anyway. So yeah, I sketched it out, and I was like, and then I wanted it to fit this page better, so I tilted it too. I drew the whole thing so I just took this and tilted it into the page, and traced it on the light table to get it, stabilized in there, and yeah, it took the long way, the long scenic way, but I like that. I like that. It wasn't just a sketch that I built up. It was an actual planned out thing, and I rarely do that and that's why I'm like, I think this will be the last time I do Spider-Man. Unless somebody asks for a custom, probably be the last time. Um, because this is the good version. Yeah, this will be the good version of me doing Spider-Man. They ain't gonna get any better than this. That's not true. I could return to doing Spider-Man one day, just for fun again. And this is for content, for Zombie Daily, of course, and it's also because the new Spider-Man movie's coming out soon, which like I mentioned earlier, I'm quite excited to see. Let's see what they do with the things that they've been given, man, through the gods of the comics. Will they be, loyal to things, or will they, crash and burn, man, and change stuff too much, or, whatever. So far, from what I've seen, which again is promising, is that they seem very faithful to comic book lore in just some of the scenes they've shown. like that tarantula scene from Amazing Spider-Man, I think 136, and then to another degree, Spectacular Spider-Man #1 from the 70s. Had the same sort of feel, same sort of pose, and everything as that cover, right? So they've already, and then, there was that shot where Tarantula, I guess, is doing that in the movie. Because I guess Tarantula's in the movie, you know? So, yeah, man, I want to, it's interesting to see how they handle stuff. It's always a delight. Even if you're let down, you see what they do and you're like, oh, well, they screwed it up, or, oh, man, they were really faithful to to the lore type of thing. And why wouldn't they be, man? Like, it's right there, It's what fans expect, too. And I think they do kind of do things for the fans now a bit more. Maybe they've listened and kind of thing. But, yeah, I don't know. Time will tell. Time will tell. Yeah, that Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars is interesting, man. Like, yeah, I don't know. Looking forward to that. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't looked forward to a Marvel thing in a long time, man. So, yeah, I'm kind of interested to see where they go with all that. You know, be interesting, indistinguishing, interesting. There we go. Yeah, I like that, man. I think that eye needs to have some yeller in there, though. Yeah. Yeah, I find that's kind of Mike Zeck-like. Kind of reminds me of his Deathlock cover. That cool Deathlock cover he did. Yeah. But this is pure West. This is pure me. That face, that zombie face, and all that. That's all this moi. Yeah. It's all me. Yeah, I gotta remember to have some black in there. Uh, that's good. That worked out. Oh yeah, I could kind of do that. Yeah, I could kind of do that. Yeah, just putting in the spotting the blacks and where the blacks have to go to make that arm more readable. You know, um, the shadow, and then the shadow there, and yeah, like his wrist, his gloves are ripped open, obviously, to show his hands, and I guess somehow he shoots his webs out of some, opening in his wrist, I guess. Um, yeah. So, that version anyway, like the version without the web shooters, without the web shooter. Yeah. Which, come to think of it, like, I don't even know if Spider-Man currently in the comics in Amazing Spider-Man has that ability. I don't even know what his web shooters are like now, if it's from his body or if it's from web shooters. Like, I never even thought of that, and I can't remember because the last time, like, the current, the last storyline, he was in space, like, he was in deep space, man, and he had some weird suit that, not a Venom suit, but like some kind of weird robotic suit, you know. And so I assume the suit was shooting the webs. I guess I can't remember now. You know. Simbi, Simbi. Yeah, it's the new the new hot character, man, in Spider-Man comics. The little cute symbiote. Yeah, I like this. What do you think? What do you guys think, man? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your final thoughts. Should I get into comics or stay the hell away from them? Well, one thing's for certain, I am going to be finishing the Cape Fear 2 comic. Um, Gotta get my momentum back on that, but I've got pages on my on my table right now. Right now, that are being penciled, and when I have more moments to myself, I will do more pencil pages, roughs, which I'm looking forward to. So yeah, I want to get at least 50 pages penciled before I start inking. Um, and try to get all the characters. Like, I'm gonna have to do it almost like a movie shoot, in that I might have to do. It might be better to do all the scenes with, like, these characters type of thing, so that I stay consistent with them. I don't know. I just kind of thought of that. I might do it that way for in some scenes for some things maybe. Yeah. Anyway, it's comic talk. It's comic talk. Rob's comic talk. I love the way comics tell stories, man. I just love it, and I just find it brilliant. And I always have, even when I was a little boy in Austria, even when I was a little kid, man. I was digging comics, man, and yeah, yeah. Uh, and somehow, like even when I was younger, I loved the Bronze Age comics, and then even seeing like the 10 cent covers and stuff like that from like DC Comics and things like that. I just salivate over that stuff, man, because I was like, oh my, goodness, I love the art in these. And that was when Neil Adams too was working for DC, and you had Gil Kane doing Green Lantern, and I guess Ross Andrew was doing stuff back then too for DC. Um, but yeah, man, you had so many guys, Murphy Anderson, yeah, so many great artists. I gotta respect Kurt Swan, man. I never liked his art. I thought his art was so like stuffy and stiff. Um, but man, like, the guy could just draw anything, like, effortlessly, seemingly effortlessly, you know. And so he did it all. Like, he had how many How many issues of Superman did Kurt Swan do? I don't know, 10,000? Like, didn't he also do stuff for Action Comics too for a while? I don't know. That could have been. That could have been other people, yeah. But yeah, Kurt Swan, man, like that guy. He was one of those like non-stopping comic drawing guys. Yeah. This is coming along, guys. I'm digging it. I'm actually kind of proud. I'm only kind of proud. No, I'm actually kind of like, oh, you know, this turned out. But it's not done yet. Don't screw it up. No, but I like it so far. Check the you like it so far. Check the you like it so far. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's good. Okay. Check the you like it so far. I think a little bit more. It's got some veins showing up in the whatchamacallit area, the shin bone. That shin bone area. Got some veins showing up in there, traversing through the vena cava, getting in on the calf muscle there, and yeah, adding those things. And then, you know, when you're ever in doubt of how to draw a person doing anything, just think, what would Gil Kane do? And the answer will be revealed. What would Gil Kane do? Yes. You'll figure it out with his guidance. Gil Kane is a comic book artist that I think is probably one of the best illustrators, comic book storytellers, cover artists of comics of all time. Like I said, one of the best. You know, one of the best. I recently, well, over the past few years, you know, going through my comics, I would look at Joe Kubert and just see how unbelievable his lines are. Like, how rough he does everything, but yet how slick it is. You almost can't, like, I do that sometimes in cartooning, in some of the cartooning that I do, and it's, no matter what I do, brush, whatever, nothing turns out that way. And it's uncanny how his work is so lush, but yet so, like, rough, and then yet so slick, but always tells a story. Like, always tells a story. It's just uncanny, man. Like, to have that sort of rhythm in your work is, like, so brilliant, you know? And that's what I'm trying to achieve with, you know, Cape Fear 2. I'm trying to get that rhythm back, man. And I see glimpses of it here and there, but it doesn't last, you know, forever. You gotta capitalize on it when you have the chance, you know. I guess for me, anyway. Yeah. Just depends on how you approach the drawing table, I guess. You know? Sometimes too. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? That's what am I gonna do? There. There. Yeah. How about that? Yeah, that's great. I think that's good. Yeah. I like the ripped gloves, or the ripped sort of ends of the. Yeah, I think that they work. That works. Yeah, man. The thick holding line is working too. We're hitting the home stretch, boys and girls. If you could read my mind. Philip Gandy, hey, how's it going, man? Oh my goodness. How are you? Hello. Hello. Thanks so much for stopping by and saying hello. Really appreciate that. We're almost done with Zombie Spider-Man, believe it or not. That did not seem to take long at all. But I guess almost 2 hours. That's quite a long time, huh? I would say. Yeah. Well, you know what? This one I did, like I said, I did draw way more to get him right, because I've never been good at drawing Spider-Man or superheroes. You know, I've never really been great at doing that. But I'm going to add some more of this red to make it look like it's bloody on top of his costume. You know? Yeah. Yeah. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in to the broadcast tonight. And, man, it's Friday already, eh? That's so crazy, because the week was nuts, man. And I'm totally out of whack with what day things are. And it's Easter too. It's Easter weekend. My goodness. So happy Easter weekend, guys. I guess I should say. You know what? I totally forgot, man. I totally forgot. I live in a weird bubble of my own, of my own making, I guess. And sometimes things slip away, and I forget that they exist in the first place. Yeah. So, yes. Spider-Man. Yeah. Yeah, I like that, man. I think it turned out pretty good. Spider Bean. Yeah, I like the sort of barbed webbing. The barbed webbing. Kind of reminds me of Spider-Man 2099, which I think a subscriber asked, Oh no, it was a person at a yeah, it was a person at a con. Yeah, asked about that, and I ended up doing Spider-Man 2099 as a zombie, which I really love that one. I don't know why, but I guess it's the costume. This costume is, to me, it's hard. It's hard to do. I don't know why, and it isn't because it's not that hard. I know what it is, but I always get like I don't know. I always get seasick when I try to do his costume, man. Yeah. So I'm doing this in a very, I think, probably more underground, underground comic book artist kind of way, maybe. I don't know. I'm not trying to do like anything. I'm just doing what I'm doing, but it to me it's looking like that. Like it's kind of looking like that, you know, like that indie comic book type of vibe or feeling. I don't know, maybe. To me. You guys let me know, man. Let me know what you think. I'd like to know your thoughts. Please subscribe to the channel, guys. If you haven't already, that would be wonderful. Help the channel grow. Help me grow as a person. Help me get in front of, hey, more possible fans. That would be wonderful. I would love that. You know, I'd like to reach more people and, you know, touch some folks with the art type of thing, you know, and I love that. I love sort of talking about art with folks and things like that, and that's why I love doing cons, man. I love going to the cons and interacting with folks, other fans. Like I'm a huge fan of stuff myself, man. Like I'm a huge Godzilla fan, Lego fan, comic fan. All of that stuff, man. Horror movie fan, like you know. So I can, I usually relate to people on many levels at cons when I go, you know, which I love that. I love that, you know. So, yeah, which is why I still do, you know, conventions because they're great, you know, and. Always try to reach more people, you know, with my work and stuff like that. So, yeah, man. It'd be great if you could subscribe. It would really help, you know. And like the video, that would be wonderful too. Afterwards, you know. You know. There. Zombie Spider-Man. Zombie Spider-Man. How about we get a nice uniform line around it all. And, oops, sorry, I hit the mic. I hit the mic. Hit the mic. Get a nice uniform, thick holding line over all. Yeah, I think that arm looks pretty good. Yeah, that arm looks. I think that arm looks pretty good, and I manufactured it. So yeah, the original thing, that arm's not there at all. I think the hand is there. So yeah, I've changed quite a bit of this one, despite the fact that I kind of used a drawing as reference, like, you know, for the pose type of thing. So I just picked out, what did I Google? I think I Googled 10 best Spider-Man poses or something. I thought, oh great, I'm gonna get that McFarlane Spider-Man sitting on the toilet thing for the rest of for the rest of eternity. But no, there were some other good poses in there, and I think this one was one of them. and well, it was one of them. And but yeah, a number of things needed to be changed. You know, which is fine, and which I would have done anyway because I don't want to poach somebody's drawing or whatever without putting any effort into it of my own. I just wanted a quick pose. I didn't have to think about that everybody that it was like, oh yeah, that's definitely Spidey, man. Even if it bombs, I wanted to make sure that every aspect of it was Spider-Man. So in doing that, picking the right references, a big part of it. I didn't want to do a standing pose because it's like, well, yes, anyone could stand. Spider-Man doesn't, stand still. He flies around, like he kind of swings around and stuff, so he does a lot of different sort of things. So you want him in some kind of motion, and since I'm not a comic book superhero comic book kind of artist, or that's not my forte. Getting that standard pose was something I wanted to look into, man, rather than try to do myself and bang my head against the wall for a couple hours, and waste time. Yeah. I'll never get it. Never, never, never. Yeah. Not this again. Yes, this again. Yeah, so there we go. Man, look at that. How about that, man? Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man, man, as a zombie. Marvel Zombies, man. Yeah. I like this. It is definitely my best Spider-Man I think I've ever done. Yeah. Just checking the chat there. Yeah, I think it's the best Spider-Man I've ever done. That's probably for sure. Yeah, I want to yellow up those teeth a little more. Just a wee. There, and then, doing that with marker instead of like a little extra watercolor, you can kind of do that. There. And maybe a couple more touches. Yeah. That comic booky cross-hatching or, what's his name? The guy who usually inks Jim Lee. What's his name? I can't remember his name now. I want to say Al Williamson, but that's not it. I don't think. Anywho, that guy. Yeah. There. A little bit more emphasis on those parts. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Yes. Come on, everybody. It's time to get nice. There. Now, c'est complet. There. But boss! Better not look. This is what I'm looking for? This is what I'm looking for? No. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Could be better. Could be better. Could be better. Yeah, I'll have to use something else. Something much more else, like this. There. on the loose. Have me loose. There. Look at me, Ma. I'm drawing Spider-Man. Spider-Man. I actually like this. Like, I never thought I'd say that about a Spider-Man drawing I've done. Yeah, I actually like it. Mark your calendar. Yeah, that's crazy. I actually like a Spider-Man drawing I've done. That's a foist. That's a foist. Okay. Well, there we go. Spider-Man. No way back. me drawing Spider-Man like superheroes, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. This is crazy. I like the webbing, man. I like the webbing. It's got the thorns. You know, thorns in the webbing, man. Like almost like barbed wire webbing, but you know, it's some kind of organic matter. You know. Let's see. Yeah. There. Cool. Okay. Good. Yeah, I like that. I like that. There. Okay. Oh. Oh. Huh. Huh. Oh. Oh. There. How about that? Wonderful. Good. Well, hey guys, let me know what you think. This will be posted on Zombie Daily soon. Check out Zombie Daily. Of course, the link is in the description below. And there's many other wonderful websites to visit. All zombie related, all related to the art that I do, and love for you to check those sites out. Got a t-shirt site which is TeePublic, but many interesting designs on there to check out. Very weird things, like weird stuff, man. If you want weird, like yeah, there's some bizarre designs on there, man. Yeah, so check that out. But check out Zombie Daily, and if you can, you know, throw in $2 a month and into my Patreon, my Zombie Daily Patreon, and help me get new and exciting and different art supplies each month. I use all the proceeds to do just that, just to get art supplies, buy art supplies, and you guys keep that going, man. You keep the lights on, and I really appreciate that. It means more than you could possibly imagine to me, because without you, it'd be so difficult to do daily zombie art with traditional means. That is a lot of stuff, right? A lot of supplies and things, right? And as you can have seen probably from a few latest episodes, some of these pens do not last very long at all. I think one that I took out lasted for 2 drawings, for a fill in for the background, and that was it. And I was like, and then I thought, well, no, it can't. Like, maybe I just taxed it out, and it needs to you know, and I tried it again, and it was like, no, it's dead. And I'm like, my goodness, is that all the ink that's in there? That's on those 2 pages now? That's nuts, you know. When you start thinking of stuff like that. So anyway, suffice to say, I've got the Patreon set up for that, and if you guys could, if you have the ways and means to do so, that would be the brightest, most amazing thing. And I would appreciate that more than you could possibly imagine. Please subscribe to the channel if you can. Same thing. I would love that. That would be so grand of you to do so. And help me keep going, man. Help me keep going. And I really appreciate you guys keep me company watching the art go down, man. I think we're done, so. There is Zombie Spider-Man in the studio with Rob Sachetto, the zombie guy. I think I'll be bidding you guys adieu. Just going to check the chat one more time. I think we'll do that before I get the all clear. We got the all clear. Okay. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you all again very soon. And for sure, next Friday I'll be back doing another live. I hope you join me then. Until that time, best wishes and